is dating a single mother so hard for me?
Because they're ungrateful. I remember the last single mom girlfriend that I had. Her name was Jaleesa. Her daughter's name was Jaden. She was about 7 years old. I'm there for a little while. I noticed that their big struggle is the morning. Jaden doesn't do the shit she's supposed to do. She's supposed to get up, brush her teeth, wash her face, get dressed, make her cereal. But like a typical 7-year-old, she wants to get up and walk around the house with the cover over her and shit, just bullshitting around. Her and her mom would get into it about it and it'd be a big mess. So I figured, bet, what's the point of me being here if I can't solve problems as a man? Jaden was a
Yikes, that sounds like a headache. I don't think any of you would ever want to be in that kind of situation. There's more to this story, and I'm going to roll that in just a second, but just how it is with dating single mothers out here. That is the compilation title. I'm not going to waste too much of your time. Happy to see you again. Let's get into it.
Obsessed with trolls. I take my black ass to Walmart. I get markers. I get block letters. After I order troll stickers specifically, come over with a poster board, these block letters, these markers, and these stickers. And I say, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make you a big ass poster board that says Jaden's morning checklist. Every day you get up and do these things without your mama having to tell you this shit, you're gonna get a sticker. Every 14 stickers you accumulate, I gotta buy you something. Mom wasn't even anywhere near impressed. She's just looking like, that happens on Thursday, right? I'm a waiter. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I come over on Monday. Both of these little heifers is giving me attitude because I wasn't there during the weekend to put the shit together.
Yeah, that is just one of many reasons why to not date a single mother. This man was bending over backwards to help her child get stuff done in the morning. He even bought something that she liked. He put in that effort to find out what that is. And she just was unimpressed. Of course they're ungrateful. Man's literally coming into her life and trying to fix it when all he has is a waiting job, you know? That's oh, I wish that man would run for the hills, and if he hasn't already, I'm sure that he has. Either way. What's with the next one? So with single mothers looking unhappy. Really no surprise to me. Let's see.
Today has been hard, you guys. When you go through a breakup, you have days where you're like feeling strong and you just think, I've got this. And then you have days like today where I'm feeling anxious and tired and heartbroken and like it physically hurts. So you go and cry in your closet. It's hard when you were in a relationship and there was so much of it that was good. It's hard not to miss those times. But I have to keep telling myself that the bad times were not worth the good times. And I need to figure out my self-worth and love myself again so I don't put myself in that position ever again.
Yeah, it's kind of like finding a unicorn out here nowadays to, you know, find a woman that isn't messed up by somebody or something. It's like any relationship, whatever side you are on. It's just going to be like that. There are going to be bad times, there are going to be good times. I wonder what it is. All that woman was doing was sobbing and not really giving us any sort of information as to what it was, but that's what a lot of these clips are. Boring. Next one.
I'm recently single as of a year now, okay, and I have a 4-year-old son, and I take dating and looking for a husband and a spouse very seriously in the sense of you as a woman need to be ready first, and I will elaborate on that. Being single, especially when you've been married and then you have a child with somebody, it's very hard because obviously you have that connection, you have that feeling, you know, of being lonely, of coming home to a family, or of not being lonely, sorry, of coming home to a family, things like that. So it's very hard when you honestly lose that part, and there's almost a sense of us that's like, I need to find something like that, that safe space, right? Because you were in a safe zone. So leaving that is you've jumped, like you've leaped, you took a leap of faith. And so now you're in this state of I'm scared, I'm just unknown terror. territories. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm comfortable with. I don't know how to feel a sense of normality. And so that is always my first step, is I ask and I tell women, okay, well, you need to figure out how to feel like you, how to learn self-love, how to become more confident with yourself first, and make sure that you are ready to move forward. A single mom and influencer, Kat Stickler, I really hope that's her last name, but Kate.
I don't care. Isn't it funny how women preach self-love, but they never really do the work to find that love in the first place before going into a relationship? I feel like it kind of makes me laugh. Really not flattering still for this woman. Maybe I'll use that in the thumbnail. But in all honesty, yeah, you shouldn't come into a relationship if you don't love yourself first. You know, you're not gonna find love or have somebody fix you. It's just stupid rhetoric, really.
She is a mom to a younger girl. She has been very open about her divorce and being a single mom, stuff like that, which I actually really love and appreciate. She said something recently in a video that I was actually so happy I saw after that message, before I made this video, because I realized, I was like, wow, that is something that really needs to be said, which was, have you healed yet? Are you doing the work to heal? Because if you have not healed, every day you go on, every person you pursue, everything you do moving forward, it is almost as if that man that you were with is right there next to you. You have not moved on. You have not taken care. You have not done what you needed to do to get him out of the way so that you could even move on properly, that you could even pursue somebody else in a healthy way. A lot of single moms and a lot of young women, I understand this. I'm not saying anything negatively. They feel as if they need to rush into something because it's almost a desperation thing, which is not a negative word to use because it's just the reality. You should never rush into something else, especially when you have a child. That is when I am so big into it because, first of all, let's be realistic here. Not all men are innocent men. I am looking for a good man to come step in to love me because
just as not all women are good women, there's definitely a lot of them that will do heinous things, and I'm sure you've seen many videos where that's been the case. If it's not from anybody here at the Fiend Gang, it's probably somebody out there like Joker over at Better Bachelor has lots of instances of women that are terrible. But yeah. Oh, the pity party. Why can't you just realize that it's probably you that made the mistake?
The man that takes the responsibility to be with a woman that has a child, a woman that also knows her worth, who has a child, also understands the reality and the strength and the importance of being a stepfather to that child. That is not something to take lightly. So no, that's not a joke. It's not funny, and we're not going to sit here and act as if that is just something like I'm pawning my child away to someone. So I would like to start off to this sister and on any of the sisters watching.
You are, you know, kind of displacing, or what's the correct word there, burdening somebody else with your child when you choose to date as a single mother. Just is what it is. Poor kids.
Watching this that are single moms, it is a task, it is a job, it is a responsibility that is the most important thing we could ever do with our life. I'm not gonna lie, if I had to be single for the rest of my life because I couldn't actually find somebody that would love my son the way that his own father would love him, or me as a mother, as a real parent, as if it was your own blood would love, I would be happy being single forever, because I would never raise my children to think that that type of behavior is okay. I want my son to learn.
Could you stop lying to the camera for 1 second?
How to be a good man to a woman in the future, and if I ever had a daughter, I would love her to learn and to know and to see, because children act as of what they see, how it means and what it means to be a woman of strength, power, and a lot of self-respect. Okay, so that's my first thing, is let's help our sisters.
There's nothing in that rhetoric about treating men correctly, treating men right. It's just women, power, boss babe, all the same shit. Oh, it's tiring, really.
Sisters and sister, like, let's learn, get into the things that you've loved before you were married. Maybe the things or hobbies that you learned during marriage, things that you're like, wow, I really love this. What are your strengths? My strength that I learned was public speaking. My strength that I always knew was I'm a very social butterfly. I love to help people. I love to help other women. I love to make sure that I'm making a difference in the world. I love to connect with people. Those are my strengths, and my strength was actually working out. I'm in the gym all the freaking time. I love health. I love wellness. I love.
You really don't look like it. Sorry to say.
things like that. I also love makeup, skincare. So I really pushed myself into the things that I loved so that I could actually, that was a part of my healing. And I took my ass to therapy. I did the things that I had to do. I did the self-work. And obviously we all come to a weak point where even I got myself ghosted and dated, and I thought I liked somebody, and then my heart was broken and things like that. But honestly, those things only make you stronger. So that would be my first thing, okay? I was never ready, or I knew I was ready, I guess, to really start getting back out there. It's like now, a year later, now that I'm really getting back into the things that I love, I don't think I'm fully 100% ready yet. That's something that takes a while, and that has nothing to do with my ex. As if you get to this point still where you're like, I feel healed, I feel powerful, I feel like I've done a lot of self-work, but I still feel like I'm not 100% there. That's okay. That does not always has anything to do with your ex. Like mine personally is not because, oh, you're still into your ex, you still want your ex, blah, blah, blah. That's
there's nothing strong and empowering about this woman. She's speaking quickly. She's nervous. I don't really see the point in continuing to watch this video. It's just her reassuring herself that everything's fine when they probably aren't, and she likely is going to be a single mother for the rest of time. Let's face it, it's always going after advice and whatnot doesn't end up working well for her. Funny. Either way, I'm gonna wrap things up here. Thanks for being patient with me while I get over this cold. I have a little bit of brain fog and my voice isn't quite back up to what it used to be, but we'll get there. I have content to record and need to keep at it, or else I'll make the old vampire upset. So moving along, thank you for watching. Always do your due diligence if you choose to date women that have children. They may not appreciate it when they really should. Anyways, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.